first of all, fuck Shaun King and Khaled, whatever his last name is. Like, fuck them. They're just they're just grifters. They're just grifters. They will do you remember like when Black Lives Matter happened?
Mhm.
And that's how they were capitalizing on that. They will take anything that is going on in the world and they will try to make money off of it.
Do you want my own opinion about Shaun King and BLM and
That he's
how did it lead to him starting to talk about Palestine? It is connected. Everything is connected more than you could ever imagine.
what?
All of a
What's your
sudden,
view?
someone called Shaun King appears in BLM Move. All of a sudden, Israel starts talking openly about the problem of the young generations and the black people's young generations. All of
Mm.
a sudden. And all of a sudden, Shaun King becomes an advocate and becomes a black person, by the way. I almost forgot that. He just becomes a black person. He just looks different. And um, all of a sudden, he's like his Facebook posts are completely normalizing Zionism and stand with Zionism. And by his own words, he says, "I want the safety and freedom, I want the safety for people of Israel at any cost."
Mm.
Bro, like, huh? That was in 2000, sorry, that was in 2017. And I think 2 years later, he would just become a black person and start talking about black people. And I don't know, it's so dumb to me, like what he does. I don't know how people listen to those people, or how do they have a platform? They don't even know how to talk. They don't even know how to advocate. It's pathetic.
Right.
It's
But
pathetic.
it's like you and I were talking about earlier just a minute ago. People in the US are so brainwashed. They'll
I
believe
think,
anything. Like
yeah, I think that's why they still have a platform because they are in the United States.
yes.
That's why
Yes.
they're in a place where you could sell anything. You could sell feet pics and become a billionaire.
Yes, literally. Yes. And that Sean, the reason why Sean King is popular and has a platform is because he is a grifter capitalist that knows how to prey on people's emotions in the US to get them to buy anything. And that is all capitalists do. That's all people in the US do. And that's all Sean King is. He sees a vulnerable situation and he'll go, how can I make money off of this? So he'll tell a bunch of dumb fuck Americans who have no idea what's going on in the world, and he'll go, you should care about this. These people are
Yeah,
suffering. And there are Americans that'll be like,
location. Woo.
yeah. And then he'll go, look over here. And then Americans who don't know anything about anything will go, oh, well, I want to help, and then they'll believe him. And then he'll put shit out being like, buy my shit, buy my course,
Mhm.
buy my dinner. And then he just takes all the money. And then if you point it out, people get mad at you because people got really mad at me for calling him a grifter.
Um, the type of people that support him and the type of comments you get from people who supports him are they have the same pattern as Israeli PR team.
Mm,
Okay. The type of things they do is something the Mossad would do. The type of things we just don't know yet, but I'm this is just a theory in my head. Those people's jobs are to get involved in whatever case and make sure this case, if it doesn't support or help Israel, they be like they just hide in the line and then split the line. That's the job.
yeah.
And to me, I believe that maybe this is also their job is to make sure the Americans and the Muslims and the Arabs in America and the rest of the world don't send the money to actual Palestinians, because if those millions reach Palestinians, they can make major difference. Major
Yeah.
difference. It's insane. Like it's absurd. Shonking the money he collected in the name of Gaza can end the starvation in the north of Gaza. Can feed families actual nutritious meals for months and maybe years. based on knowledge because I used to cook for displaced people in my neighborhood, and I know how much does it cost to feed 3,000 people and 2,000 people. It really doesn't cost much. It really doesn't cost much. Um, and I can't believe he collects millions and then does something that costs him less than $5,000 and posts the proof, and people don't even question it. Like,
Yeah.
you're collecting millions. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Millions can feed whole Gaza. And you making enough food, 5 pots. I saw in the one of the videos, 5 pots are 1 pot is enough to feed. Depends on how filled to the top it is and how much the amount of meat and rice. We're talking about 2,000 people, 2,000. That's like 10,000 people. He's feeding 10,000 people while collecting money to feed hundreds of thousands, if not millions, if
Mm,
not whole Gaza Strip, by the way.
yeah.
It's pathetic that people think he's doing good things. And the fact that he talks about Palestine. No, don't even talk bad about him. Nobody. No one is above criticism.
Mm,
We Palestinians criticized our own president, the first one. We criticize the current one. No one stands with any of them. Maybe
yeah.
people like, are controversial about. We have our
Yeah.
opinion on the first one. Yeah, it's
I don't know how much American media you've ever watched. I don't know if like you have Netflix or if you've watched American
I don't have
movies or
Netflix. As I said to you, I'm a little bit whitewashed, so people can. I have this link with white people, so they can get me sometimes. So
Okay, so you've seen American movies and shit like that, American shows.
yeah.
So you probably already know that Americans also have a celebrity worship problem.
Oh yeah,
Like
of course.
huge.
Oh God, you.
And that's where a lot of the problems or things that happen with Sean King and even a lot of the backlash I got, people get in the United States so fucking butthurt if you criticize their favorite celebrity. They
Oh,
get so
I need these
mad.
people to know. They can get as much as butter they want, but this will not change the fact that me as a Gazan on the ground got blocked by Shaun King, who told me he wants to have a conversation with me when he knows that I'm receiving death threats and
Mm.
Palestinian women are being harassed by his families. And when I ask him for like when I ask him to take action or take accountability. Him and Khaled, by the way, of course, they're buddies, they're besties, so they're on the same page. Uh, when I asked him to take accountability, what Sean King did to me was blocking me. I thought
What a
he was
bitch.
willing for a conversation. He messages me, hey, I don't have any ill feelings towards you. Why does he think it's about his feelings? Why is he so self-centered? I I put him in his like I told him things he wouldn't expect someone from Gaza to say to him. That's what I told him. Why are you so self-centered? Like, why? I posted the conversation between me and him. I don't blame him for blocking me. He got dicked so hard. It's not even funny. He's like I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell how old he is, but he looks so old. But
I think he's in
he
his
and friends wear
40s.
kids' clothes to make sure that they're like they wear kids' clothes and they keep calling anyone younger brother as if like they are superior and them suck my dick. You're not superior, buddy. I'm Gazan and I'm the one in the struggle and you're trading with my blood. You're trading with my blood. And when I ask you questions, Khaled, I asked Khaled more than 3 times about how I can benefit from your aid on the ground. And all was he saying to me is, "Oh, I have a family in Gaza. I have a family in Lebanon. I'm actually Palestinian." And okay, I repeat the same question. Where are they? Like, and who do you think? Like, do you like who allowed you to say anything about any pro-Palestine? Like, I was telling him, hey, Khalid, why are you calling me a Gazan who's living a genocide? Why are you calling me a coward? And he's like,
Mm.
no, I wasn't calling you. I was calling what's that guy, the Iraqi man who was talking about him? Narsi. Oh, I was calling
Oh.
Narsi.
Mm.
I was calling Narsi a coward, and I was like, um, why do you think you have the right to talk about anyone who's a pro-Palestine? Who do you think you are? He thinks, I think it's called main character syndrome. I think so.
Yes, it is.
I think it's a
Yes.
main character syndrome, and I hope he gets help. Like I was talking to him. By the way, he blocked me. Okay, I'll tell you how the first conversation between me and him went. Okay, so I got I got informed by a post from Anat International. My friend Salma Al-Shawa. She's Gazan, by the way, 100% Gazan,
I
but
know
she lives
it.
in
Yeah,
Lebanon
I know
actually.
Selma.
And she's a woman that's that haven't been able to live a normal life since the beginning of the genocide. You can see it in her eyes. You can see it in her eyes. She's working nonstop, advocating nonstop, talking nonstop about what's happening in Gaza, and she gets zero benefit from this. If she would have, she if Salma would have benefited from this, she would have brought back her clothing line. But she never cared. She does not care now. At this point, it's a matter of Gaza. It's a matter of Gaza. She's so passionate about Gaza. She's so passionate. Palestinian women in general are so passionate about Gaza. The ones online right now, then if it wasn't for them, no one would have heard about Gaza as much as they did right now. I think this war, this genocide is completely different than anything I have lived so far because we have voices. We have really,
Mm,
really, really intelligent voices, and it's coming from women.
mm,
It's coming from women, and people started listening to women because I don't know, like they're just so good at delivering. They are, they can they can talk to you with using many methods, many
yeah.
methods. And
Yeah.
our Palestinian women are insane. Palestinian women are the best. Are the best. They're superheroes if there's a superhero.
Mm.
And
Yeah, I actually so I know Selma from TikTok. Like I've never met her in
mm,
real life, but I know we're mutuals on TikTok.
yeah,
And I've been in her lives before and she's wonderful. And so much of what I learned about Palestine since all this started came from Salma, came from watching her
yeah.
content. And
I have
yeah.
I'll tell you something. Sorry to interrupt you, but I feel too bored to watch an educational content. But Selma's content is different, and the way
Mm,
she puts words together is incredible. This woman is incredible.
yeah.
Um,
Also, I think
she's
it's it
better, and she like other Palestinian women, like Jinan Matari and Alana Hadid, and
mm,
those women that I know. I know many others, but those just are the ones that came to my mind first.
I think
They're
one of the
both
things that I love about Selma when I watch her content is that she's so genuine.
yeah,
You can feel her heart when you
yeah,
listen to her.
yeah. And she shows you her vulnerability. You have no
Yeah.
issue with showing that,
Yeah.
and that works with people who have feelings. But sometimes you get people who have no feelings, who attack her. What
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
I've
thing
seen
the,
yeah.
the first thing I did, like I saw her, I saw how upset she was because someone from Gaza was attacking her, and like because of Khaled and Shaun King, the tour they did, the uncensored tour, the tour that's called uncensored, but they hide comments and delete comments and censor. Like, okay, how
For real. For real. For real.
I was one of like I wrote a genuine comment. I said, okay, so I used to cook for displaced people in my neighborhood in Raqqa, and it costed me $500 to $650 a day to cook for this amount of people, and like you're cooking an amount that's less than what's showing. Like, what is the matter? Like you're cooking an amount that's so little compared to what you raise. Is
Mm.
like, what's the matter? Like, can I have answers? Like, what are you doing with the money? And what I get is my comment hidden. And I take a screenshot of this and make sure that, like, I ask people, do you see my comment? And they tell me, no, it is not there, which means it's hidden. And I have a proof of this. And I have proof of everything. Literally, I'm like, I wish I could get done with all of this and people just know the truth so I can just delete all those screenshots because it's too boring for me. I just want to get this off my chest. And
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
the thing.
amazing.
So Salma talked about this, and I felt so bad because I know Salma and how hard she tries. She tries and does so. Sorry, she tries and does so much like for Gaza, and I know her intentions. I know her intentions, and I know what type of person she is,
Mm,
and I can tell the difference between her and Chongqing and whoever defending Chongqing and Khalid. She gets like sexual insults literally from like people from Gaza defending Shaun King and Khalid for literally voicing her own opinion through her own platform. Other
that's
woman was getting called a whore by someone. Gazan. I know that guy. He's just like he's a complete reject of society, who had a who had like a rap thing going a bit, and then no one liked him. How weird he is. Like he was a really weird person that no one wanted to be around him. And then with the start of the genocide, he moved into something else than rap because he's a complete failure and can never rap. Like he doesn't make songs. He have spent now so many years now without making a single song. So he's a nobody. What he does is switch to AI art. I don't know if that's even an art anymore. Like, okay, hey AI, can you draw this for me? What's the art in this? Like, are you a writer or what? What's the type of art?
right.
That's
Well,
the guy.
also, that's like so messed up too, because first of all, Sean King is such a loser. They're such a
Yeah, and
fraud.
people who
And
defend
so,
him are weird.
yes, like the idea that somebody, especially somebody living in Gaza, would be hating on Salma, who is so
Oh,
like,
guess what? That person does not even live in Gaza. He lives in
oh,
Tunisia. Yeah, he
oh,
moved like 5 years ago to Tunisia.
okay.
And now he's trying
Actually,
to
that makes
revive his
sense.
career by defending an idiot. And this idiot is allowing this to happen. She's getting disgusting sexual messages. Jinan is getting disgusting like it was a post. It was a literal post of this idiot calling Jinan a whore. Like, bro, what are you saying? And guess what? This serves the same goal I was talking about. Those people
Mm,
like Khalid and Shaun exist to make like I don't know what's the word, the line, like,
pro divide.
yeah, just divide the line. Those people exist to divide the line.
Yeah.
Those people exist to divide the
And
line.
profit off of people suffering.
Oh, that's something else I'm gonna talk about. Um, as I said, I believe those people's turn is much bigger than just existing and leech people's money. I think their turn and their job is bigger than that, and they could be involved with Israel, and their job could be making sure that this money does not go to Gaza or Palestinians. Um, so you need to be this character, and you need to be this person, so you can like make sure like your job is to make sure that this money does not reach Palestinians, which makes so much sense. If you look at the history of Shonking and Khalid,
Mm.
both are normalizers. They normalized Zionism, and all of a sudden now
Yeah,
they
it
talk about
wouldn't surprise
Palestine.
me because there is so much Israeli propaganda in the United States. And
Hmm.
I had no idea to the extent of how bad it was until I started talking about Gaza. And like, I get threats every single day from Zionists, like all the time. I've been doxxed. I got doxxed by the ambassador from the Israeli
Oh wow,
embassy. I've had people, send me rape threats, death threats, just
that's cute.
crazy shit.
I actually feel like this is hilarious when people do this. Um, it happened to me, and still happens to me now and then, where people send me death threats, and some people send me my IP address. I can't take
Mm,
them seriously. I only laugh at them. They are pure source of joy to me. I love when people do this to me. I don't give a
bro,
single fuck. You can't
bro.
harm me more than what I'm being harmed right now. If my platform is gone, it doesn't mean anything to me even because I never cared about social media. It's a bunch of
Mm.
idiots. So
Well,
don't think so.
well, you're braver than I am because I have been scared. Like when somebody says that, I'm like, oh no, they know where I
Well, to me,
live.
they know where I live, but I don't think they can harm me more than what Israel is doing. So I
I
don't
just
care.
no, you're right about that. I
So
just think I've just for myself found it interesting that I never got targeted as much in my life until I started criticizing Israel. Like, ever. I criticize my own country all the time. I always shit on the United States and talk about what a dump it is here. And like, nothing ever happened. But then when I started criticizing Israel, I started getting targeted. It's just
I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know. I I'm surprised. Like I don't get the Israelis commenting on me. I remember in 6 months I have only got two accounts talking to me. That's it. One was like we're not gonna. It was saying we're not gonna stop until we kill Hamas. And I'm like, good luck, man. Like, what are you telling me this? I'm just a chef. Why are you telling me this? And the
Yeah,
other one was a complete idiot. He's like, oh yeah, it was a few days ago. He's like posting the Israeli flag and the
the
like,
thumbs up.
and I'm like, yeah, I commented, why did this person like comment an empty comment? Why is this comment empty? I don't see anything in this comment. I can't take this seriously. I can't.
Yeah, well, I don't always take it seriously. I get called a terrorist sympathizer a lot now. Like,
Oh,
people will tweet at me and be like, "You love terrorists. You're a terrorist sympathizer."
oh, we love you too. You're a great person.
Yeah.
The
So
truth.
I get
You're a
that one a
great
lot.
person.
That one I laugh at because it's just so stupid. Like, I'm like, yes, yes.
It's dumb. It's really dumb.
Yeah.
The conversation. Oh yeah. Speaking of dumb, let's go back to talking about Khaled Beydoun. Khaled. Beydoun means balls in Arabic, by the way. So I call him
It
Khaled
means
Beydoun.
what?
Balls. Ball sack. I can't take him seriously. Like I tried talking to him seriously, and he never took me seriously. So I'll just meme him. I'll make him into a meme until he knows his actual face. And that's what I've been doing lately until he started like trying in the DMs and like, "Hmm, you need to stop. You're making yourself look bad, and this is embarrassing. And this will be my last message to you." And he like, whenever I mention his name, whenever I say Khaled, I see him spawn in my stories. He's stalking my stories. He's so creepy. Oh my god. He's like this. If you want an actual description, this is so American and you're gonna love it. Do you know when like do you know like your neighborhood there's this old man who dresses like a young person and tries to shave like have young people's haircuts and is like really creepy and really close to kids?
Yes, but
This
like
is
a
the type of
pedophile.
person. Yeah, he's your local pedophile. He is. He is. I can't think of him other than that. He's so
Bro,
creepy.
like,
It's
or
not
like
even
a
joking.
stalker, like he's like
He,
stalking your
yeah,
page.
yeah. I have a really good sense of creepy people because I have had like a sexual assault when I was 12, so I'm aware of like what type of people he is from. So he's really creepy. He's so creepy. I ew. Like I gag. I gag. This man is ew. How? And I'm having a chat with him. The first message I said, okay, the very first message we had a chat, okay? It was him stealing a post from me, a post my friend sent to me from Ireland, from Cork. It's a child holding like a banner says that men, Palestinian men, women, children matter, okay? And he's like the person who took this picture gave me gave me the photo and I have full credit of it. I'm the original like the original publisher of this. So all of a sudden he has this and I message him, hey, uh I like okay, I appreciate what you're doing for Palestine and talking about Palestine, but I would have appreciated if you tagged me in the post, but um it's okay. We serve the same goal, right? I literally said this in a voice message, right? I didn't even know who Khaled was. I shit you not. I didn't even know who that man is
I
because I
didn't know
never
who he
care about his
was.
idols. I don't care about like those I don't know main characters who just appear and they make themselves like have like I don't know. He thinks he's the Undertaker or something, and like he
Mm.
imagines himself and Chongqing are like wrestlers, and like they have their music theme, and they're going into the show, and like they're so weird. It's ew. Oh.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask you was, after you confronted Khalid with the picture that he basically stole from you without crediting it to you. What was his response?
He did not reply. I was okay. So I told him, hey, like I sent him a message because I don't know if he was gonna open the voice message or not. So I sent him a message, I think, and told him, like, why did you not tag me? And like I think I complained in the stories because he didn't reply at all. He didn't care. And when
Mm,
I complained, I find myself tagged 48 hours after the post is published, and it got like millions of reach. So, um, what um, what happens is I people like see how frustrated I was, and they tell me a lot about him. I never knew about him or cared about him or what he does because he actually does not exist and doesn't do anything. He leeches. That's all. That's his job. He's a leech. So people told me he does this thing where he steals people's posts and then tags them 48 hours. So he makes sure they don't benefit from this. Like, how evil and how disgusting can you be? What?
yeah.
I thought I thought if you support Palestine and Palestinians in Gaza, you would give them a platform instead of instead of stealing the mic from them, no? Like, there's no way you're that narcissist. You.
Yeah.
Anyways, I know what's all of this, and I like told him, like, surely that was like a mistake. Now you tag me that after 48 hours. You're so disgusting, and I have so many people that talked to me and told me about you. You're so disgusting for this, by the way. I can't believe you're doing this. In like, I can't believe you're doing this to a Gazan, and he doesn't care still.
Mm,
Anyways, that was really like a month or two before that the uncensored tour happened, and the uncensored tour happened. I started talking. I started talking about people who are making money based off my struggle as a Gazan, people who made a platform based on my struggle. And then I got surprised that I'm being called a coward and trash talked and all of this. And I'm like, bro, you made a career based on my struggle. You made a whole name based on what I'm living on the daily. Who the fuck you are? Like I have
yeah.
like I don't fear you. I don't fear you. You should fear me. And that's true. He fears me. He fears me so much. And I make videos about that later on, and
Mm,
he doesn't care. And I start receiving death threats, and I start receiving hate messages from his fans. And I
mm.
message him, "Hey, low professor, are you aware that your fans are?" Yeah, that's what I literally wrote. Are you aware that your fans are sending me a Gazan who's living a genocide right now? Death threat. Are you aware of this? If you're aware, can you stop it or take accountability?
Mm,
Also, other thing, I want to know how I can benefit from your aid and like your projects on the ground. How can where do I find it? How can I benefit from it? You know what he
mm.
did? He blocks me. Yeah, he blocks me.
Ugh,
And you know what I did? I made the video where I called
what
him
a
out.
piece of shit. What a
Yeah,
piece
and
of
you know
shit.
what happens next? You wanna know what happens next? After I made the video and all of a sudden the video got 600,000 views,
Mm.
he unblocks me. And then and then what happens is, oh, I apologize. That wasn't me who blocked you. It was my
Oh,
staff.
oh, get
What
out of
kind of
here.
staff you hire to block that blocks a Gazan? Like, are you hiring Mossad agents as your staff? What the fuck are you doing, buddy? What type of staff are you doing? And
Wow, what
is
a
this the same staff?
liar.
Is this the same staff that looked so many Palestinian influencers a few days ago, even? And like every day, like he looks for someone. So many Palestinians get looked, but this man those are also like mistakes done by a staff as well. So
Wow.
I was like, I had a conversation with him. I'll send you the screenshots of the conversation. You're gonna have to see how it went. He got incredibly defensive. He was
Mm,
dodgy. He was incredibly shady. He never answered any question. He was only interested in getting in call with me. And I'm like, a Gazan who's living a genocide. Do I have time? I know. I literally told him, no, thank you. I don't have the energy or the power to get gaslit in the phone. No, thank you. If you want to answer my questions, you can answer them in messages. Why would you like getting called to tell me? Just answer already.
Yeah.
I asked him multiple times to answer my questions in the DMs, but he didn't. He didn't. He kept dodging
Wow.
and beating around the bush.
What a coward. What a coward. He blocked you and then blamed it on his staff. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, that's
Like,
just you know. Oh,
I
pathetic.
can't I I can't. I just can't with them.
You wanna
He's
know
such a
something?
he's such a piece of
He
shit.
thinks
So
I'm
is
in
Shaun
reality
King.
because I'm in Gaza. This is also part of dehumanizing Gazans. He thinks I don't
Mm,
know anything, but he doesn't know that I know the place he came from is a place where there's like a bunch of Lebanese people who are famous for being thieves and scammers. I know his
mm.
background really well, more than he could ever know. I know so much about him, but I talk so little. I talk so little because that's the
But
type of person.
I think you're right when you say that too. And that also applies to Shaun King because Shaun King is constantly talking over people in Gaza. There was like an event that people had gone to. People were asking about Palestinians and he just started talking about himself. And I
Have you seen the live stream with him and Mansour Shuman?
yeah, that was very upsetting. I don't know why
No,
Mansour is platforming him.
because all this new generation of Canadian Gazans we have never heard of, who somehow got pulled out of a rubble, then got arrested by IOF, and now they're talking about Palestine and with like supporting Shaun King and Khaled more than they're even supporting Palestine. This is not a coincidence too.
Yeah, I watched some of it, but honestly, I had to turn it off after a while because I had been following Mansour's story and thought, it was really interesting and I was wanting to listen to what he had to say. But Shaun King is such a fucking scam artist that to listen to him talk about himself over and over and over
I don't blame
again
him.
and
I don't
try to
blame him. Listen, Mansour's job is clear to me. At this point, Mansour's job is too clear to me. A Gaza name to validate those people. That's his job. That's his job.
Mm,
To me, I don't care if like he doesn't even carry the Palestinian passport. He said it himself. I don't care. He's bragging about not being a Palestinian, even like actually Palestinian. Buddy,
mm,
if- like I don't know if if that's something to say. Like I'm not Gazan, even I'm not Palestinian, and I was in Israeli jail in 2009, I think, and then I got released. And then, okay, so you need to know something about Israeli prisoners. If you're a prisoner in Israel, like Israeli jails, and you get released and you're in Gaza, you have to hide because if they find you, they will kill you. They will kill you because the first thing that got you into the jail, the first charge is something they can kill you for. That's more
mm,
than enough for them to kill you for. Why did he get pulled out of a rubble, I think? And why did he get kidnapped and then released all of a sudden? And why did he change completely after he got released? Why does he now defend grifters? Why does
mm,
hundreds of Palestinian influencers, Gazans, non-Gazans, beg him to not okay, sorry, my solar panels died. My batteries. Why did hundreds of Palestinians and Gazans talk to him and he didn't listen to them? Why? He's so like
mm.
he knows what he's doing. He's on a mission. He's not happy by the way doing this. I don't think like I can analyze his body language. He's not happy doing this. But at the same time he's doing it still. So yeah.
Why do you think he's doing it for money?
Not necessarily. He could be pushed to do it by Mossad, who knows?
Oh, do you
I'm
think
just
like
it's
maybe
just my
he's
theory.
being
I
forced?
have no. Yeah, I believe something is wrong about him. I don't care what anyone
Mm,
says until he proves wrong. To me, this is the thing. It's just the theory, and until it's
yeah,
proven as well, it's the thing. But I believe
yeah,
if Mansour Shuman gets told that those people are grifters, and he gets thousands of comments whenever he goes or tries to talk to them, and then like he goes live with them and they prove how disgusting they are and still
yeah,
cares about them, there's something wrong with with Mansoor. I don't fucking care who he is. He's
yeah.
not a champion. He's a normal human being just like me and him. And I'm criticizable and he's criticizable. He's not above any criticism.
No, you're
And
right, but I think No, I agree with you. First of all, no one is above criticism. You're right. There is
Exactly.
no
Yeah.
one person that's like in charge of the Palestinian struggle. Like it's something that you
Yeah.
guys all
Anyone
share.
can say
But
whatever they want as long as they have they are using common sense.
right. I think what you said though about Sean King and just the way that they talk about you guys though is also true in that um they kind of treat you guys like babies, like you're
Younger
stupid.
brother, they both say the same thing. They No, no, no. They don't treat you like babies. They treat you like anything less than a human. They treat you like they
Mm.
are the humans and you're not a human. It's literally humanizing.
Right, right, and they act like you guys don't know what's good for you. Like you're not the way that Palestinians are talked about by them and by other people in the West oftentimes is that you guys are like these backwards barbarians that don't know
The same message
anything.
Israel is showing to the whole world. They're carrying Israel's message, literally.
Well, that's what I mean. It's usually coming from Israel. It's coming from Israeli sources, propaganda. As I was telling you earlier, we have so many organizations in the US that are set up specifically to defend Israel and to spread Israeli propaganda. And
Yeah.
they talk about Palestinians like you guys are like first of all like you guys aren't human but also that you guys are all backwards, you're all barbarians, you don't know anything, you're not in the 21st century, you're uneducated, you're not modern like that they talk about you guys like you guys are like backwards animals.
I think I'm alive proof that they're all wrong.
Yeah, and of course every
Think me, the person I
Palestinian.
am, the type of person I am, if you get to know me, is a live proof
Yeah,
that those people are wrong and all of this is bullshit. And
of
I'm
course,
not
of
a
course.
special person or no, like I'm just a regular guy. I'm just a dude. I've been saying this my whole life. I'm not an idol. I'm just a normal, a regular guy from Gaza, and I'm just me. And
Right.
so many Gazans are just like me, but you just don't know.
No, you're right. And I've met a lot of people from Gaza since this all happened through social media, just like I met you.
Yeah.
And my experience has been that the people in Palestine and Gaza are very smart,
Hmm.
very moral, caring, loving people who literally just want to be free.
Yeah. That's it. There's a mosquito. Oh my god. Get away, Sean King. There's an actual mosquito. Yeah, but like, if I keep making these jokes, people are gonna be like, he's laughing during a genocide. That he's not Gaza. He's
Oh my
supposed to be
gosh.
kind and giving. And then I'll get to it. We need to get to the subject, the perfect victim. That's a point we need to talk about. Why do people have a
Yes.
specific idea of the victim in their heads? I don't know.
Yes. First of all,
It's
that was
also
a very
dehumanizing, by the way.
yes. First of all, that was a very funny joke. So I would like to
Thank
keep
you.
that. Second of all, you are correct also about the perfect victim because oftentimes, and I've said this too when I've made videos, because I obviously, as you know, I make videos about it on TikTok, about on Instagram, is that there's this
Yeah.
feeling that is from a lot of people where it's like they only want to acknowledge like the Palestinian children and some of the women, but they
Hmm.
talk about it like there are no men. And I'm like, guys, I understand the impulse of some people to focus on women and children because they're more innocent, they're more vulnerable. But I worry when I see people talking like that about Palestinians because there is always this effort, especially to dehumanize the men. Like
Yeah.
the men are scary. They're all Hamas. Everyone's
Yeah.
Hamas. Your grandmother's
Yeah.
Hamas.
The fighters are men. Little do they know. They don't know that some women are fighting in the ground.
Right. Well
I've,
they
I've
do say
seen
that.
videos online from Hamas of women training to be fighters with them. So I assume that they have women on the ground fighting as well.
Um, I think they do know that actually, because I've seen the IOF propagandists put out videos of crying mothers, and their captions will be, "Oh, I know that looks like an innocent mother, but she's actually Hamas." Like,
Yeah, you could say this
but it,
about anything.
huh?
You could say anything. Like you could say this child was training in a camp to learn how to use weapons as a child, and he would have he would have grew up and became a Hamas fighter.
Right,
Hitler
but they're just making that shit up because they literally call everything Hamas. Like
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. Do you
Like,
think I don't know, are we at 40,000 martyrs now?
I'm honestly, it's probably more than that. I think
40,000?
40,000 is the number that we know,
Yeah,
but it's
like
probably more.
are all of these Hamas?
But that's literally what Israel says.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
like there's
Israel says.
50% of them Hamas. Like sorry, 50% of those people were children. So how is Hamas only recruiting children, or what is it? Like, does Hamas no men have no men in like fighting for them?
Yeah,
What is
but
it now?
it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It's literally
Because they
so
have the
fucking
cover,
stupid.
all the cover they need from Mama US.
Exactly. Exactly. And then I'll post something like that on Twitter making fun of them, being like, you guys literally call everything Hamas. And then they'll go back at me and go, you're just doing terrorist propaganda because you are pro-terrorist and you probably secretly work for Hamas too.
Have you ever heard of Hamas doing anything outside of Palestine with an
No,
actual proof?
no,
Have you
that's
ever
what well that
seen Hamas that done something and officially gone out and said, "Oh, we did this because the United States did support Israel by this and that"? No, and they will never
no,
see because their goal
no.
is fighting Israel alone.
Right, but you know what? A lot of them, people in the West, especially the politicians in the media here, lie about that. They say that Hamas is also working with Iran because they love to fearmonger about Iran because they want to go to war with Iran really bad. So they'll say, "Oh, Hamas is being funded by Iran and they're working with Iran and Hezbollah and they're working with the Houthis in Yemen and they're going to all come across the border in the United States to do a terrorist attack." Um, they say the wildest shit. They say the wildest shit, but because a lot of our media is controlled by Zionists,
Mm,
a lot of times if you try to say that, you'll get like banned from social media. Like if I make a video and I make fun of Zionists in it, it'll get taken down. Like, or if
yeah,
I
for sure.
make a video where I made a video where I said that I didn't think that Hamas or the is it Qasim brigades? Al Qasim? How do you
Qassam.
say it? Qassam. I made a video saying that I didn't consider the Al Qassam brigades terrorist groups. And like in my video, I was like, this is how, they dehumanize people by saying that they're terrorists. But if they're terrorists, then why aren't Israel terrorists? And my video got taken down and I got banned from one of the social media platforms.
Wow,
Like that,
shocker.
yeah, the censorship here in America, which is free,
Oh yeah,
uh,
you're completely free
yeah, but
as
it's a
long as you
joke.
don't cross the red lines they draw for you, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Just that
freedom, by the
alone.
way. That's freedom, by the way. That's actual freedom. Yeah, that's real freedom. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah. So that's literally how it is here. I was joking. I got a post reported and I got banned from social media because I retweeted a picture of the Al Qassam brigades and said I need to get this outfit, like referring to their uniform. I was
Yeah,
like I was like I need to get this and wear it. And I got reported for
you got
it for
banned. Wow.
saying that.
I love how they open a big eye whenever it's something like this, but they ignore anything Israelis say online. I've seen horrible things,
Oh,
and they never
all
get
the
deleted.
time. All the
Yeah,
time. They write the most the Israelis that I've seen that come after me and the Zionists that come after me, they're psychos. They say
yeah,
the
they're rude.
craziest shit. The craziest shit. And they don't get that's how I know that our media in the US is controlled by Zionists because I'll say something and I'll get my video taken down, I'll get a strike on my account, I'll get banned. But then Israelis will or Zionists will say the most deranged psychotic shit. They'll say the most dehumanizing things about the Palestinians and their shit won't get taken down. They won't
Yeah,
get penalized.
yeah,
It's
because
so
that's not anti-Semitic.
right. Everything,
That's
yeah,
not
anything
anti-Semitic.
is
It's
I
just
get called that all
anti-human,
the time too.
It's just anti-humanity. It's normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
We
called
understand
anti-Semitic all the time
understand.
too. I got called anti-Semitic because I wore this shirt. See, and I'm. It says Anti-Zionism Club, and
Yeah.
so get this. I put a video that I made for TikTok because I bought the shirt off TikTok. It was by two Palestinian sisters made it. And
Mhm.
so I bought the shirt and I made a video for TikTok shop and they took it down. They said I was
Yeah.
violating their community guidelines by wearing the shirt.
Cringe. That's cringe. What can I say?
It's so annoying. It's so that again. I mean, that's just more proof, which you already know that like we don't live in a free society. We don't.
Yeah.
Because
There's
you
no
say
freedom.
certain things here, you say certain things here. I've known people that because they went to a Palestinian protest, like a pro-Palestinian protest, they lost their jobs.
I know people in Europe who lost their jobs because of a comment they wrote on social media.
Yeah,
This whole world is weird.
yeah, free
Yeah, this whole
country.
world is free, as long as they don't cross the lines they drew themselves for
Yeah,
the people,
yeah,
there can be free. And at the same time, even if they don't cross that line, they do things to remind you that they're 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 the ones in control of you by arresting you, even though you're having a peaceful protest.
hmm,
It's just a reminder that no, 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 buddy, know your place. You're not that guy.
yeah, yeah. It's true. It's
I
true.
think we had a good conversation, but we could have done better if I was more focused. And I think your job is gonna be really hard editing this. So good luck. Of course, like I would love to talk with you again. I wish I was in my ultra focus and I wasn't under like the stress of being
Of
really
being
fucking
starved.
hungry. And yeah, I'm really fucking hungry right now. If I'm being honest with you. I had iftar and I was really hungry 1 hour right like after iftar 1 hour right after iftar I felt really hungry and I didn't even want
Mm.
to do that. There's nothing to eat.
Honestly, you did a really, really good job, like staying on topic and focused,
Mm,
considering that you guys have
Thank you.
nothing to eat.
Thank you. I don't know. I still feel like I can do better. I could have done better. And
Well, I'll
yeah,
send them to you. But I think you're being hard on yourself. I think you did really good.
this is me and I love doing this. You just got to know something about me. Here you go.
Are you a perfectionist?
Oh yeah, perfection OCD at its finest.
All right.
But
Well,
we could.
I'll look over it. It's gonna take me a minute to edit it.
Oh no, it's
But
gonna take you so long. Yeah,
yeah,
holy.
but like I said, I'll edit it. I'll send it to you. I'll tag you in the clips and see like what you think or whatever. But I think you're being hard on yourself. I think you did really well. You probably are a perfectionist and you're also very hungry. So it's understandable that you
My
probably are
husband
kind
is
of feeling
too.
some kind of way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll good luck editing it, and I think we could still redo this and have a better conversation if anything. And I'm down to have more chats and maybe go live on Instagram and have chats with you once my
Yeah.
once Meta gives me back my freedom.
Do you have TikTok?
I do. It's like 35,000 followers, but I don't use it at all.
Oh, we could do it live on TikTok. That would be fun.
That's fine. That's better than Meta garbage company. We could like do something like do a poster because people are somehow obsessed with posters. Oh my god, the graphic designers. Oh my god, this is a graphic design of this person going live with this person. Oh my god, this is hype. Like,
Yeah, you're
let's.
right.
I don't know,
No,
people.
you're right. People love a graphic, like a nice
Yeah, that's
preparation
working by
graphic.
relating to Khaled and Shaun. The uncensored tour. Do you remember there was like that $25 ticket and it's not including iftar for students. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah. What am I gonna do? Like just sit there and watch people talk about Palestine while I'm fucking hungry while after fasting a whole fucking day? What am I gonna do? Like you're gonna have to pay $120 to have iftar. What the fuck is this? And
That
I
is
didn't.
yeah, that was insane. That was insane. Yeah.
So I was
Oh
thinking that
Lord. All right. I don't want to
let
say
me
your
make it
name
work.
wrong. I don't want to say your name wrong. It's Ahmed.
It's Ahmed. Ahmed.
Ahmed. Ahmed.
No, not Ahmed. That's so Israeli. Oh my God, I'm scared.
No. No.
Yeah, you told me. Just say
Okay.
Ahmed. Ahmed.
Tell me how to say it properly.
Ahmed. So just say Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Yeah, that's fine. Ahmed. Ahmed. Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay. Ahmed.
Keep practicing. Just keep saying my name. Call me by my name. Call
Ahmed.
me by your name. Lately,
Ahmed. Ahmed.
lately,
Ahmed.
lately, lately, lately.
That's right.
You
Okay.
just need to call me by your name.
Yes. Okay. Ahmed. Ahmed. Ahmed.
Lately,
Ahmed.
lately, lately.
Ahmed.
Yeah,
Ahmed.
perfect.
Okay. Ahmed. Uh
Yeah.
Ahmed. Okay. I
Go
will
ahead. Yeah.
I'll um I'll message you on Instagram. We'll come up with a cute graphic.
Yeah, awesome. I want this to be sort of an interview because I want to show people the difference between someone who wants Gazans to talk and someone who doesn't want Gazans to talk. Okay?
Yeah, of
And it's
course.
gonna be unfiltered because I'm gonna be unfiltered, just like how I was with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
So
let's.
I'll like I said, I'll go through it and I'll think of some questions. And also you can add some too. If there's certain questions or things that you want to talk about, just tell me what it is and then I'll say it to you in the form of a question so that you can just talk.
Mm, I can't do this. I have ADHD. I can't.
I'm
I
saying
just.
I'm saying if you
Yeah.
think of it. I'm saying if you think
Yeah,
of it.
everything. Okay, I'll let you know if anything.
No
I
pressure. No pressure.
I'm not under any pressure really. I'm
Yeah, no
just having.
pressure. Okay, okay, okay. Just if you think of it. If you think of it.
Yeah, 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 I will. I will. And
Okay.
yeah, thanks for the conversation. It was
Yeah,
two
thank
hours
you.
and